Parashat KiTavo. This week's biblical portion deals at first with the gifts that we must give of our bounty to God. The first fruits, the tithes, to the Levite, to the priest, to the teachers in Israel, to the ministers of the Holy Temple. The percentages that we must give to them to make certain that they can be functioning. And of course, the 10% that we must give to the poor. And then, at the end of the 3-year cycles of the giving of the tithes, the Jew is supposed to give a little speech. And he is to say before the Lord our God, I have taken care of all of my obligations regarding the holy food stuff which must be given to the priests, the Levites, the poor. I've given to the orphan and I've given to the widow. I have not transgressed any of your commandments, O God. V'lo shachachti, and I have not forgotten. This is very strange. When do we ever make a speech after we perform a commandment, stating clearly to God that we've performed it, and stating further that we haven't forgotten to perform it? Obviously, if we did it, or we're announcing that we did it, we didn't forget it. Rashi, the classical interpreter, says, I have not forgotten to make a blessing. I did the command, and I'm making a blessing. However, that too doesn't satisfy me. Because the making of a blessing or the lack thereof does not change the efficacy of the performance of the commandment. It seems to me there must be something else to the v'lo shachachti, I have not forgotten. And for that, I believe we have to turn to the end of last week's biblical portion, KiTavo. There, the Bible commanded, Zachor et asher asa lecha Amalek. Remember what Amalek did to you. On the road, when you were leaving Egypt, they met you on the way. Vayizanev b'cha kol hanecheshalim acharecha. They attacked all of the weaker vessels in your encampment. The old, the sick, the children, the crippled. V'ata ayif v'yageya. When you were weak and tired and couldn't fight back. Timchet zecher Amalek. You must blot out every remembrance of Amalek. Lo tishkach, do not forget. And with that, last week's biblical portion closes. Don't forget to uproot Amalek. Amalek is the arch enemy of Israel, but Amalek is also the arch enemy of humanity. Amalek attacks the innocent. Amalek attacks the weak. Amalek, like Nazism, believes that might makes right, that power is God. Judaism believes the antithesis, that God is goodness and compassion and love and loving kindness. And that what God wants is not for individuals to be powerful. God wants individuals to be kind, to help the weaker vessels, not to seek to destroy them, the orphan, the widow. There's an Amalek without, and there's an Amalek within. We must destroy the Amalek without, and we must extirpate the Amalek from within us. We dare not forget the biblical goal. We must be a people of loving kindness and compassion. Hence, after the Jew gives his tithes, helps the educators and the ministers to the temple, helps the poor, helps the orphan, helps the widow, he declares, I have done whatever you asked me to do, God. I haven't forgotten that you told me not to forget to destroy them. I know I have to fight the Amalek from without, the Ahmadinejad, who wants to destroy everyone who doesn't believe exactly the way he believes. But I know you also want me to destroy the Amalek from within. I've given the tithes. I understand my mission. Lo shachachti, I have not forgotten. Shabbat shalom.